Alright guys, how's everybody doing today? Kid Nothing here, and today we're going to be resuming Vote White 2. This is part 5 of the series, everybody. And I did quite a lot of training off screen, so if you guys don't know, we literally got destroyed by Roxie and Brawly, who decided to show up in Burbank City to I guess, scrap, you know? But basically, we ended up getting washed because she did have gems, which I didn't even know were in this game. I thought those got taken out after 4th gen, but she did have gems. She had this weird, she was using like a toxic spike strategy alongside having explosion on her trubbish. So yeah, I definitely was not ready for that in any capacity, but I did train. You guys can't see, but you are about to see that I did train up my Houndor. I trained up my whole team basically. Duwat's now level 24, I believe. My Houndor evolved at level 24. We got a new party member, Lil Coochie, you know, the Smoochum. So basically, the only way I think I'm going to be able to beat Roxie is if I train this thing up. So that's what we're going to be doing this video. I'm probably going to have a little bit of, probably going to change it up this episode. This episode is going to be a little bit different. We're mainly going to be training. I think I can fight Brawly now because I kind of over leveled, but not really. Literally, the only thing I did to train was I just kept fighting Roxanne over and over and over again. So, and the good thing about that is when you fight her, you are getting money as well. So I have quite a bit of money to spend, which I'll need because, if you guys don't know, I don't know what he was smoking when he decided to do that, but the catch rates on most of these Pokemon in the grass is actually ridiculous. Like, I'm talking like potentially legendary Pokemon level catch rates, they're that low. And to catch this little shit that you see on the screen right here, it took me a good like 20 Pokeballs. I got 0 shakes, and then I had to buy Great Balls and catch like a lower level one. That was honestly the only thing I could do to get this thing. It was hella annoying. I don't know why he did that. It made the catch rates abysmal the way he did, but we're just gonna have to deal with it, really. But like I said, this episode is mainly gonna be training. Maybe I'll throw in a little bit of background music, because I mean, do you guys really want to hear the in-game music? The in-game music ain't that good. So I'm probably gonna add some background music. Not sure how long this video is gonna be, but I do want to show you guys my team here. If I go to the thing, will it show it? I think it might. No, it's still at the bottom screen, but I'm gonna read it off for you guys. So we have Lil Coochie the Smoochum on our team. She is level 17. Basically, I've been just using the EXP share on her, and I had Cassius, Ronin, and Super Hot going in on Roxanne, destroying her in like one hit. Roxanne's fodder at this point in the game, which is pretty, you know, poetic, because she was destroying us at one point. But Cassius is level 24. He also evolved into a Hitmonchan. I don't think I mentioned that. But basically, there was kind of like no way I could have got the Hitmontop that I wanted. Plus, it makes sense, you know, Cassius to be a Hitmonchan, so I just let him evolve into Hitmonchan. Also, I'm not sure how I looked up some things, but I don't remember, but I do recall Hitmontop's moveset not being too good, and I'm not sure what TMs are in this game, because I think he did change the TMs. Ronin is level 25, I don't know if I said that. We also have a new addition to the party, and I'm going to show you guys him in a minute. Super Hot's level 24 and evolved into a Houndoom. He also learned Fire Fang and Snarl. Snarl is a pretty good move, but Super Hot is a physical attacker and Snarl is a special move. But it still puts in work. It hits like 2 Pokemon on the screen. But here is our new team member who I haven't really been training up because Smoochum has priority over him. This is Elekid, nicknamed Yopper. I was just like, I don't know what I was thinking when I nicknamed these Pokemon. I just kind of did it. But he may be an addition that might stay on the team. And I just want to talk about the hat kinda and like the future of this playthrough, because As you guys can see, this hack is no joke. It is probably going to take a very long time for me to beat it, how it's looking right now. After seeing Roxie, I'm very scared for the future. But then again, it should get easier as it goes on because there is a huge variety of Pokemon in this game. Hopefully the TMs are good later on. I think the early phases is definitely going to be the most difficult because we just don't have the moves that the other people or the gym leaders and the trainers do. Like, I remember Roxanne had Solar Beam at level 10. Like, I just don't have access to that kind of stuff at this point in the game. Like, I don't know what they want me to do, but I think definitely as we go on, it might get easier, hopefully. There's definitely going to be a lot of grinding videos similar to this one where I'm just going to be super speeding and just playing the game for y'all. Mostly just going to be training, talking, you know, whatever. But how is everybody doing this lovely, what is it, Tuesday? Oh no, it's Monday. 4/20/2020. First time in the world, the last time in the world. So I guess this is a day to be remembered. I don't smoke, but happy 4/20, guys. I did not know there was a Makahita. I saw a lot of new wild encounters that you guys have not seen. I don't know if you guys seen, but there is a Growlithe over here. There's Growlithe, there's Krogunk, there's Pichu, which I was thinking about using, but Pichu has a horrible moveset. Very horrible moveset. I found a Bagon earlier. Bonsly, Mr. Mime. Or not Mr. Mime, I found a Mime Jr. who I was originally going to use, but then I found Smoochum. And Smoochum, if you guys don't know, is Psychic Ice, so two things that are good against poison, I believe, Ice and Psychic, so it was the obvious choice. Oh, we are learning Sing right here. That could be definitely useful. Bro, even when I had this thing paralyzed and in yellow health, I still cannot catch it. I don't know what he did to these catch rates, but it pisses me off more than anything. Like, that's not really making the game difficult. It's just making it more annoying. Again, like I was talking about in the last episode, artificial difficulty. Shit like that is artificial difficulty. There's no reason a Bagon should take 50 Pokeballs to catch. Like, I don't even think a legendary would take 50 Pokeballs to catch and not have one shake. That makes no sense. But yeah, Wukuchi is not horrible. She has some decent stats. Can you guys see the stats? Yeah, so her stats aren't really that bad. She has decent high special attack. Her defense is abysmal, mind you. So like fighting type moves definitely just destroy her. Which we're gonna fight Brawly in a second here. But I definitely can't use her because she's probably gonna get one shot. She might be able to take one hit, who knows. She has the ability of Trace. I don't know if that's going to change when she evolves into Jinx, but we'll have to see. But yeah, her special attack isn't bad at all. We got Hitmonchan's stats right here. Sadly, I did not get the good ability, which is the one that boosts punching moves. That's like one of Hitmonchan's best abilities, I think, personally. We don't even have any of the punch moves. Apparently, I missed Mach Punch. Apparently, Hitmonchan learns Mach Punch at level 16, which is literally impossible to get him to level 16 unless you hatched him from an egg or you caught him somehow. But no, we had a crappy little Tyrogue that we had to train to level 20 to evolve. So I don't have Mach Punch. He doesn't learn the elemental punches till like level 30 something. So Cassius ain't gonna be too useful, sadly. It's not looking like he's gonna be too useful. Also, I don't know why I'm training in this little patch of grass because these Pokemon are low level as hell. But I'm just glad Smoochum is putting in work because originally she was getting one shot on repeat. So I'm glad she's level 18 now. She can put in some work. But let's just stop this training session. I'm gonna go fight Brawly. I'm pretty sure I can take him out now. Also, if I could train off him, that would be really good. Because Houndoom and Cassius and Ronan could get some decent levels. Maybe I'll try to put Smoochum in against his Machop. Don't know how that's gonna go. I feel like I'm gonna get one shot because he does have dynamic punch. Don't ask me why. He has dynamic punch on a level 18 Machop. Like it's stupid. Here's Brawly. So yeah, I am super speeding. So if like you somehow do hear the music, because I don't know if I'm gonna put other music over it. Yeah, if the music sounds weird, that's why, because I keep super speeding. So yep, Machop right here. Probably gonna hit us with a dynamic punch. I should just sing. We are faster, surprisingly. Okay, we might be able to take him out then. Unless he has like some kind of barrier. He uses like a... If he has a fucking full restore, who knows? Okay, he has a berry. Interesting. We should be able to take him out right here. But I'm not sure if we're going to be able to take on Roxie by the end of this episode. Her team is very intimidating to me. Like the stupid stuff that she has in her arsenal. It's kind of scary. He does miss the sucker punch, which probably would have took us out. Again, our regular defense is hella low. We're going to put Scraggy to sleep and hopefully maybe one-shot it with confusion. Oh. Scraggy a dark type? If Scraggy's a dark fighting type, I thought it wasn't that until it evolved. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to switch out. Cassius, I guess. So, there's Cassius and his Hitmonchan glory. Ready to scrap. Let's see how much this does. The only fighting type move I have is low sweep. He is pretty high level. I did a lot of training off screen, guys. But that probably won't happen anymore. I'm probably going to do a lot of on-screen training because it's too much. Like, I feel like end game, I wouldn't be surprised if we were around level 100 or 80. Like, we're going to be high level by the end of this series at this rate. But again, I feel like I might have overtrained because Brawly here is, he's pretty, okay, we're switching out, screw that. He's not very, high level, actually. He's like around 18. And usually the gym leaders and the Hoenn gym leaders are pretty close in level, so. I forgot this thing has Psycho Cut. That's so stupid. Let's use Bite. Because we're a physical attacker. We get a crit and take it out. We're making Brawly look like light work right now compared to last episode. I think he sweeped me with Machop. That just shows you guys how much training I've done. His strongest is Makuhita, which is not... That's different because in the original games, I believe his Makuhita was evolved. Correct me if I'm wrong. He does have Revenge, which almost took us out. But nope, Fire Fang should do it. And we take out Brawly with no casualties. Very good. Little Coochie going to level 19. Brawly looks upset. Ooh, I've been swamped. I bet I'll be seeing you in the Pokemon World Tournament. You're not going to see us there. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the World Tournament. We're only going to be doing base game, guys. I don't know. Did you actually expect me to do post-game content for this? No. But yeah, I did want to talk about this game, the Drayano hacks, as they're called. So these games, they're definitely very difficult. I'm probably going to be dying a whole lot, so don't be surprised. And, well, a pro of this game is you guys might see my team constantly changing. Like some of the... Well, I keep forgetting you guys can't see my bottom screen, but some of, like, my Ronin is probably going to be a staple on the team. He's my starter. I'd like an Electivire to stay with me the whole time. Cassius, I don't know if Cassius is going to make it, y'all. He didn't get the good ability. Like, he needed the... I forgot what the ability's called, but it boosts his punch moves. He's kind of like a one-trick pony. Like, he relies on those punch moves. And I don't have the ability to boost that. Lil Coochie is probably not going to be a staple on this team, but who knows? I mean, Jinx is not a bad Pokemon by any means. Who else do we have? I'm forgetting my team. Houndoom. She might stay on the team. I don't know. There is a Magby. I don't think you guys have seen that either. There is a Magby in the plant area. There's a Magby and a Growlithe, which Growlithe is definitely, or Arcanine is definitely better than Houndoom. Wait, hold up. Okay, I heard some different music, but I have been playing with my music off. I forgot, so yeah, it makes a different kind of music when you're in a double battle. But yeah, Houndoom is definitely worse than Arcanine. I wish I would have found that Growlithe, but I'm fine with what's his nuts? Super Hot. Super Hot's fine on the team. I don't mind. Why am I not super speeding? You know, the faster we get this done, the faster I can take out Roxie and proceed with the game. Maybe this episode might be a little longer, I don't know, because I do render these at 720p, so it doesn't take hours to render, which is nice. I don't know what I just did to my speed, but it looks like it slowed down. We got 2 Venipedes. Maybe it's because I'm recording, it kind of looks like it's lagging. But when I was playing this without OBS and all that crap open, it was running fine. So that's weird. But I honestly don't know if Smoochum can do it, dude. Like, because her base defense is abysmal. And they don't evolve. Like, Elekid, Magby, Smoochum, they don't evolve until like level 30. Which is far from the level I'm trying to reach, trying to grind. Like, I don't think we're gonna hit 30 to take down Roxie. At that point, I'm gonna just use the team I got. Like, I'm not trying to grind 5 more levels on everybody. That'll take forever. I was planning to use Smoochum on Roxanne and grind that way, but I mean, that's kind of impossible just because Roxanne has Rock Tomb, and Rock Tomb does a lot of damage and it slows down Smoochum, which, you know, that's not going to go well. Alright. I'm talking a lot, aren't I? I feel like I'm talking a lot and I'm talking fast. So my apologies, but there's a lot I want to say. But anyway, I do want to finish this hack. Like, I would really like to finish this game. The challenge is it's on one side it's pissing me off, on one side it's intriguing me a little bit, because, you know, Pokemon was always like a very easy game to beat. You know, it's for children. So having a game like this where everything is ludicrously difficult, you know, it's giving me JRPG vibes where the games are actually difficult. I don't know, I just feel like this new gen of games is like so easy. But on one side, again, the difficulty is seeming a little artificial sometimes, but long story short, I would like to finish this game. I was also thinking of playing Fire Red Omega, which is another Drayano 60 hack, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen, because he did recently come out with Renegade Platinum, which I would be interested in playing. I also heard he has a I forgot what it's called. I think I've heard it's a Gen 6 hack. I think it might be like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire's ROM hack. I don't know how he did that, but I'm gonna look into that. But really, I should just be focusing on the problem at hand, which is beating Roxie and beating this game. Because Black and White 2 are not easy games, actually. Like, they're not like Platinum, Diamond, Pearl levels of hard, or like Ruby and Sapphire, Emerald levels of hard, but they're not that easy. The Champion is really easy. Well, actually, I think Black and White 1 were a lot harder than this one. Probably because it was limited to Gen 5 Pokemon, but in this you have like basically everything. And Drayano has given us basically everything. I don't know if you can get an additional starter. You know, if I could find like me a little Blastoise or an Empoleon, Ronan, you might get taken off. I don't know. I do really like Empoleon, which is why I was thinking about playing Renegade Platinum. Oh my god, I couldn't even imagine what Drayano did to Cynthia's team. Cynthia is literally one of the hardest champions in any Pokemon game. So I can't imagine what he would have gave her. Like, does she have like a, I don't know, a Latios or something? A Rayquaza? That would be retarded. But yeah, I'm just trying to get, I'd like to get Lil Coochie to, I don't know, 22 would be nice. But I don't know if that's going to happen at this rate, or it's going to be an extra long episode. Maybe I'll just split it into parts, because I feel like people don't like longer videos. But it also depends on the reception I get from this playthrough once I complete it, and that'll kind of tell me whether or not I'm going to play another Drayano hack, or maybe another hack somebody could recommend that's like actually fun, maybe has a good story. Doesn't have to be impossibly hard, just be interesting, really, because these Pokemon games are a commitment. They're definitely a commitment. Like, you can't just run through these games in like 10 hours. It's not happening, especially this ROM hack version. But yes, there is a Bonsly. Bro, why doesn't Sudowoodo have another evolution? Like, they gave him a baby form, but they didn't give him any evolution afterwards. What's up with that? Not that I'm a Sudowoodo fan by any means, but I mean, I just feel like he's a trash Pokemon. So yeah, that was the thing I tried to catch. I tried to catch me a level 14 Smoochum, and that was legit impossible. I literally wasted almost every Pokeball I had trying to catch this dumbass thing. So I just caught a lower level version, and it was still incredibly hard. But in the end, I did catch it. We're about to get killed by this thing, and I would rather not be killed by this thing. So I'm just gonna send out Super Hot, and it's gonna get bit. Super Hot gonna bite this thing, alright? Houndoom has interesting sprites. Bro, imagine having a Houndoom in real life. What the heck? Like, not only is this thing supposed to be like is it based off a German Shepherd? I don't know. I don't really know my dog breeds. But not only is it an intimidating ass looking dog, but it also has fire powers. So yeah, imagine having a Houndoom in real life, guys. It'd be intriguing. Nobody would F with you. I know that. I don't know where I should train. That little area is okay, but this area down here is also not bad. Or I could be training off Brawly. Maybe I should just do that, because he has pretty high levels. The thing is, Smoochum, your defense is garbage. But Smoochum can take down some of his team, not all of it. Plus we're getting money this way, so yeah. I guess I'll do it this way. So the strat is, I'm faster than you. You're gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna kill you. That's how this is gonna go. I like how the Gen 5 has like their eyes closed when they're put to sleep. That's funny. This isn't gonna kill. Yeah, he's gonna use that berry. Oh, you know, that berry actually helps us a lot, because all of the Hoenn gym leaders have berry juice, which restores like a stupid amount of HP. So him having that berry is very helpful. Okay, Scraggy. So I'm not sure what Scraggy's weakness is. It's probably just flying types, because it's looking like it's a dark type. But I'm gonna try Cashes and Low Sweep, but I think it's just gonna do neutral damage. But either way, it should be able to take this thing out. Oh, it is super effective. Okay, that's a little weird. I'm not sure what type this thing is or how that works. Maybe it's just a dark type, or I don't know. Or is it a normal type? This thing does have Ice Punch. Bro, all the Hoenn gym leaders have like a stupid move on a stupid Pokemon to counter your starter, like for you to not expect it and your starter gets washed. That's disrespectful. That's insulting too. But we are going to take this thing out. I don't know what kind of defense Scraggy has, but that took way too long. Alright, Meta type. I can't take that out with Smoochum either. Makuhita, you're definitely getting washed by Smoochum. If we get lucky, that is. But yeah, I think this is probably the best way to go about this. We are getting money off this for potions and stuff, because we're definitely going to need them. But yeah, I guess having the Hoenn gym leaders here is a good thing, because they become fodder and you can just grind off of them. So yeah, we're going to try to put this thing to sleep. Sheer force. And we're just going to do this and kill you. That's how it's going to go. Also, another thing, Roxie's Venoshock Poison or Toxic Spike combo is very annoying to deal with. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that. The reason I was thinking about Mime Jr. is because I think it does learn Encore, and that would definitely help us, so they could just spam Toxic Spike and we could just clean up once, you know, I get a Mr. Mime, because his stats should be higher. Should I heal? Did we take damage? Not really. Alright. But yeah, Venoshock, because Venoshock, I believe if you're poisoned, it does more damage, which is hella annoying and stupid, but we're gonna have to find our way past that. Also, she has that exploding Trubbish, which is problematic, of course. Also, we're almost at 30 minutes here, surprisingly. I don't feel like I did anything. I talked a lot, though. Yeah, we're just gonna train, I guess. Maybe I'll release 2 parts. I would like to defeat Roxie today. That'd be nice. Ah, I didn't switch out. Yeah, we're gonna get 1 shot. So that's the stuff we're gonna have to look out for, or we're screwed. Cassius does the best against Scraggy, so. Oh, we do get a crit. Okay, Cassius. I'll take that any day of the week. Alright, got Meditate here. Supa, you're just gonna bite this thing and we're gonna go about our business. And get flinch hacks. You'll love to see it. Should probably use Snarl. I don't know if that would have did more damage. Apparently this thing isn't a psychic type. It's not super effective. I guess I'm just trash at knowing my types. Obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. But maybe Meditite evolves into a psychic type. We're gonna have Ronan deal with this. Makuhita. I did learn Water Pulse on him, which I replaced Water Gun with, just because Water Pulse, it does more damage first of all, and it also has a chance of confusing, which is good, you know, for obvious reasons. But yeah, we're just gonna keep wash, rinse, repeat. Get it? Because we're washing this dude's team twice in a row without healing. But Smoochum did fall prey to a Sucker Punch. That was my bad. But if I hope Brawly's levels are close to what Roxie's levels are, because if that's the case, we're several levels higher than her. So yep, same strategy. I'm so glad we learned Sing. But I really wish Smoochum evolved at level 25, man. That would have been so clutch. This thing woke up, but he used bulk up when he could have one-shotted us. That was a dumb idea on his part, but I do not care. Heart Stamp. Interesting move. Is this physical? It is physical. It does have flinch hacks. Okay, my physical attack sucks though, so I don't think we should learn this. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to not learn this move. Because Jinx is a special attacker. Should've moved. No, we're gonna keep our old moves. I like how Heart Stamp looks, but it's pointless, dude. Our attack stat is like barely 20. I don't even know if it is 20. Crap, I didn't switch out. I almost got sucker punched again and I would have got killed. But luckily, we're straight. We're sending Cassius to get him some XP. Hopefully we can get him to 25 maybe by the end of the episode. He's gonna super potion, isn't he? Okay, he's not. How is he alive? Did y'all see that? How was he alive? That made no sense. Can we get a crit? No, we cannot. Alright, I want to keep Cassius alive. So I'm gonna go with Ronin. Stupid Ice Punch. RIP to all the people who picked Snivy, because I probably would have... I don't think it would have killed. Would have did something, though. Bro, that's so stupid, though. Roxie was so easy in the base game. Now I gotta deal with all this crap. Meditate. Alright, so... I think I might have a Ronin take the L right here. Unless you can kill it, which I highly doubt. Okay, we do get a crit. It's okay, Ronin. Yeah, that's what I want to see, that Makuhita. So I can get a level, potentially. Elekid, I don't know when Elekid's gonna get his time to shine. Like, hopefully in the next couple of routes, we can train him some way. Somehow. Fire Punch. Bro, what the heck is this? What is this game, dude? Like, it's like they just gave the gym leaders, like, you can pick any TM you want and just put it on your Pokemon. He was faster than us, I just realized. He was faster than us right there, I don't know how. But yeah, we're gonna defeat you regardless. I'm glad we can keep challenging these people, because grinding any other way would be brutal. But I think I'm about to end the episode in a little bit. Maybe I'll do one more run on Brawly, I'm not sure. I'm just looking at this thing's stats. Yeah, Heart Stand would have been virtually useless. Our attack stat is 18. That's garbage. Special attack is 44. Which is good. And Confusion does 50 damage, so it's not a horrible move yet. Again, I don't know anything about Natures, so if you guys in the comments do know shit about Natures, give me some of that knowledge, because I don't know crap. I don't know crap really about EV training or IVs. So yeah, I kind of know the bare minimum. I'm gonna go talk to that drug dealer, Pokeball dealing guy. Give me a great ball. I don't think I have any Pokeballs, actually. Damn, I don't. I'm gonna have to do that later. Should we just... yeah, let's just fight Brawly again, so I can hurry up and end this. I think I might be dropping 2 parts today. So yeah, I'm gonna record the next part right after this. And hopefully by the end of that, we can fight Roxie. Don't know how it's gonna go. But hopefully I can win. Also, I found a Mankey, which would have been I should have just kept Riolu, honestly. That would have been the best choice I could have made, was keeping Riolu. Because Riolu has really good moves. And Lucario, of course, is a beast. But nope, we went with Cassius, and kind of seeing the backlash from doing that. Yeah, just sending Cassius, whatever. Like, I wish he had a decent move I could use to at least lower his defense or something. All I got was Feint. That was the only new move I learned. Like, maybe I should have got Hitmonlee. Because, again, another thing, in the comments, tell me below, what is the best Hitmon to have in-game, not competitive-wise, I guess. Or what's the most viable Hitmon? Alright, we did kill him. I feel like this thing no Psycho cut, so I'm just asking to get killed if I stay in. Get the nice Intimidate, and he gets screwed over. We get Flinch Hacks. He's gonna waste his Super Potion. And we're gonna one-shot. Super Hot is very good right now that it's evolved. I'm just gonna risk it, hopefully. Are we still not faster? I thought we were faster than the Makuhita. He avoided the attack, are you kidding me? I should have just kept Super Hot in, because I do have the EXP share. This one shot, damn close. But yeah, these Hoenn gym leaders are not fun to fight regardless. But I didn't think we'd even be able to beat Brawly this many times in a row. But yeah, he's good training and money. He gives us more money than Roxanne, I believe. So alright guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button. I almost said like button. And I'm heading out. See you guys in the next part.